Thank you for tuning in to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We will be focusing on everything from spotlighting our members to discussing what is happening in the chamber. This episode is brought to you by Idea Cleveland. Idea Cleveland is a proud sponsor of all the efforts of our chamber. Now, let's join the conversation at the Idea Cleveland studio in Independence, Ohio.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. I'm Chris Inman with Idea Cleveland, and joining me today is
Felicia Martinez. I'm the Executive Director of All Faiths Pantry.
All Faiths Pantry. What do you guys do over there?
Well, we are a nonprofit. We're a partner agency of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, and we have a unique model in that we deliver nutritious groceries directly to the homes of seniors and others with mobility challenges.
Interesting. And you're located right here in Parma?
Our warehouse is in Old Brooklyn, but almost 50% of our clients are in Parma Heights. And we're in our 15th year of distributing groceries. We're different than your usual pantry because we are volunteer run. So we have over 100 volunteers who donate their time doing everything. We have two paid part-time employees, myself and a program manager, Megan Crowback. And so our volunteers help us unload the truck, pack bags, help clean the pantry, pack produce bags, and then, I was going to say most importantly, but everything's important, we have delivery volunteer teams. So we let our volunteers have a 2-week window, and they choose a time to come and pick up their bags and deliver their groceries. And how it works is that when you sign up to volunteer, you're assigned a route, and you visit the same clients. There is a little turnover with our elderly clients and so forth, but basically delivering to the same people each month. And so it not only becomes a volunteer experience where you're giving back to the community and touching the life of a senior, many who live alone. You're a friendly face. You're providing nutritious groceries that maybe they, can't get to the store. There's many reasons people sign up for food. And a lot of our clients have never received food from anywhere before, any social services. We call it retiring into poverty. We have one client that I signed up recently who lives in Parma, and she called asking about the monthly delivery because she's on a Social Security and she owns her house, paying taxes and utilities and health things and medications. And her husband had cancer. He passed away, but the 4 years he had cancer drained their savings. So this is just a little bit of help that we can give. It's about a 3-day supply of food. It's staples, nutritious staples like canned goods, rice, oatmeal, pasta. We provide cleaning products and paper products. And it's just enough that it allows them to have a little extra money to buy things they need, medication, pay a bill, or buy more produce or other items they need. So we're really proud of what we do. We really see how it helps people. It's hard getting the word out because a lot of the people on our program hear about it from like a senior center or maybe a social worker, caseworker. They're not on social media. They're not, seeing something at the library. So we really rely on word of mouth. Like maybe you have a neighbor that you see doesn't go out of their house very much. And when COVID hit, we usually add about 12 to 18 clients a month. And when COVID hit right in March, the food bank was referring and people had to stay home. So they were looking for delivery and not necessarily looking for handouts because we don't actually call it that. The food is available. We just have to get it to the people who need it. So we added like 40 people in 3 weeks and then another 60 people and
Wow.
So I've only been doing this for just over 2 years, but John Vishnauskas, our founder who grew up in Parma and worked with the food bank, saw a need for seniors in his community that were on a fixed income and needed food. They couldn't go to the pantry. They couldn't carry things. They were homebound or just, different reasons.
So that's how he came up with the idea?
Yeah, so that's how he came up with the idea of home delivery. And the model of having volunteers is unique. A lot of pantries have volunteers, but we provide that connection of volunteers to clients. And I got involved as a volunteer. I was a delivery driver, and I had 8 clients, and they, one passed away, and I got another client. And so now that I work there, I make deliveries oftentimes when there's a new client or for what, to help somebody who needs a delivery. And I still have 3 clients that I go to. So two of them I've been delivering to, well, one of them since 2013.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So, that's a long time to know someone and see her every month.
Yeah.
And so we have a relationship,
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's great in a whole nother level, not just the food, but seeing the friendly face once a month. It's almost like a checkup.
Yes.
Type of thing.
Yes. And we train our volunteers, and it's very simple, but it occasionally happens where it happened to me where I knocked on the door and the door came open, and I could hear her dog barking on the inside kitchen door, and it didn't sound right. And I did call Parma Police, and they came and did a well check. And so we watch out for that if it comes up.
That's great. So you're in partnership with the Cleveland Food Bank, you said?
Correct.
Is that where you get your
Most of our food is from the food bank, and we also get donations. Several, like the city hall has done drives. We do an annual peanut butter drive with Sean Brennan. That was his idea. We just had our 10th annual, and it brings in what has brought in thousands of pounds of peanut butter. But this year we did a virtual and raised over $5,000, which is an amazing amount of money. So we have several organizations that do drives for us, and then we have, we get donations or grants to purchase things we can't get from the food bank, because we do want to make sure we provide a well-rounded bag to our clients.
Awesome. Well, let's begin with, how does one volunteer?
Sure. You can call our office. I'll give you the number, 216-496-4329, or visit our website, which is allfaithspantry.org. And there's a little box that says volunteer, and just click that, and there's a little form to fill out. We're always looking for volunteers. Usually it's once a month, and we say probably 2 hours a month. And some people want to volunteer more often, but most people just do it once a month, and it's a consistent place to give back to the community. And especially during this time that we're hopefully coming out of now, seniors still aren't jumping to go out, and so they really appreciate the delivery and the interaction.
Yeah,
with the
and at 2 hours is not a big commitment.
It's not.
Yeah,
So, yes,
you could do it on your own time, right?
Yes, you do it on your own time. We give that 2-week window, and then you schedule your time to come and pick up bags and make your deliveries.
That's awesome. Now, let's say we know somebody in our neighborhood or a friend or family member that maybe could use your service.
Yes, so you could give us, the best way is to give them our phone number, because most seniors, we don't really have an online application anyways. We do a very quick intake over the phone to make sure they qualify, which is over 60 years old. Their income, it's 200% over poverty line. So for a single household, actually the number went up because of COVID, but it's like a single household, $2,300 approximately a month that would qualify you for a delivery. So it's a lot higher than people think.
Oh yeah, that's almost like $25,000 a year.
And so it can really help, someone out. And then so the quick intake over the phone, and you sign up once. And we call you before we come. We never show up with a bag of groceries, so we always call and give a delivery window, and we repeat until you tell us you don't need it anymore, or as often happens, people move to a nursing home or with a relative or pass away. Well,
that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the third one. Oh. How do people donate to you?
Oh, of course. So we're always we appreciate donations. Yes, we are a nonprofit. We do get some grants, but we rely on our our generous donors, and there is a link on the website for PayPal. And you can, if you prefer to write a check to All Faiths Pantry, we have a P.O. Box 34239, Parma, and it's 44134. And you could mail a check in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you so much for what you're doing for our community.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We would like to thank our sponsor, Idea Cleveland. Please subscribe to our podcast to be notified when new episodes are released.